How are every one of you doing? Greetings and thank you for revisiting the Crypto Blitz. Here is where you can satisfy your craving for cryptography. I am Reefer Van Winkle and I am the one in charge of you. I will pray that you were able to get some rest and that you had a wonderful evening. I am aware that XRP was attempting to do its job the night before. There is a good chance that a significant number of us remained up all night simply to look at the chart. As you walk back to bed, an elderly guy with one eye peered at it to see whether or not it was able to overcome the barrier. You have been renting over and over again, and you have finally come to the realization that you could have slept through the entire night without any changes occurring. Since I began working in the markets in 2017, I am aware of how this situation may result. It is clear that this show has a lot going on, as you can see. The XRP chart, what we are looking at, where we believe we should be headed, and when we believe we should be going there, all topics that will be discussed. In addition to that, we will discuss it. JPY, the power that will be communicated to us by our government pertaining to Paul. There are claims that the case between the SEC and Ripple has been resolved today, and we are going to discuss them. At some point in the past, one of the additional P attorneys expressed his belief that the case would be resolved on July 31st. When the case is finally resolved, we ought to be able to observe that happening. A good pump to the top, I'm sorry about that. There is a good chance that you will be able to hear this adorable automated litter box cleaning itself in the background environment during the course of the show. Although they could make use of the other one, they are required to get in here as soon as possible. What exactly are you planning to do? Exactly, this is what takes place when we live stream a movie and then look at the XRP charts of two different analysts. There are two distinct narratives to be found here. Nevertheless, in the near term, both of them are consistent with one another. I believe that there will be an increase in the price. On the other hand, one of them believes that it will continue to go on, while the other feels that there is a more significant drop in bound. I am going to focus on both of these occurrences. It is going to be a game that I play with you. In this moment, I will share my thoughts with you. Let's get this done. There is currently $65,929 worth of Bitcoin, which is 1.07% less than it was 24 hours ago. The value of one Ethereum is 3,306 USD, has dropped 1%. As of right now, the value of the USDT and the USDC is equal to 99 cents. This does not involve a financial fix. Folks, the cost of a piece of writing is approximately 65 cents. We observed a total of 65 cents worth of gold yesterday night, if I'm not mistaken. Now, allow me to provide the chart to you. What was the highest point that we observed the previous evening? The night before, we were on a high of 653. We are currently at the 652 mark. It seems to me that the litigation reports are the reason why this pump is taking place. At this very moment, people are eager to trust the account. Next, when there is no news to report. It is possible that this may be resolved, but only time will shed light on the matter. That will be revealed later on today. Bring to the attention of those individuals who are responsible for the coin market cap of $2.39 trillion that tonight is the night. I'm going to go live. You will be able to see who the man is who is the mastermind behind the story and the legend who has been pushing, or should I say promoting. Yes, the cameras are operating. After concentrating a great deal on Ripple and XRP since 2017, I'm experiencing a little bit more joy with cryptocurrency. This is going to be my very first time broadcasting live. At 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, everything will get underway. Do not hesitate to hang out, engage in conversation, post questions, or simply speak your mind. It is going to be done by us. We are going to do it on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch, and we want to set up live events once a week going ahead because I believe that it is really important for crypto fans for a variety of reasons, not just crypto enthusiasts. There are a lot of misconceptions floating around, so it takes a lot of effort to get everyone's queries answered. There is a great deal of garbage that has the potential to mislead you. My objective has been to serve as the voice for these smaller accounts ever since I set out on this journey. I used to be that smaller account, and what bigger accounts don't care about me is because I used to be that smaller account. Someone with a larger account would receive a message from you. Upon seeing it, they would think to themselves, I'm not going to talk to that guy again, since it encompasses everything. What is the history of social media? There are 100,000 people who accompany me. You make use of 1,000. We don't have any business talking to you. The fact that I have always had my DMS open is something that I find to be confusing. I never failed to respond to anybody, and that was the end of it. This is the main point. We would appreciate it if you could kindly swing by and ask us a question about the comments. In order to take calls live on the broadcast, I will be calling a number that allows me to do so. Right now, it may be a number from the United States. It's time for me to create a fresh account on WhatsApp. It is possible for anyone to declare Link to be the new equal through WhatsApp. It's simply that they make it so difficult to obtain it at the moment. Each week, Bitcoin continues to lose value as the anti-risk yen continues to strengthen as a result of the Bank of Japan's rate hike. According to this piece of information, the usage of the yen as a loan currency can have an effect on other markets, which can result in tighter financial circumstances around the world. It was BlackRock who posed the question. Is this the place where we are looking? After this, we will discuss what Raoul Pal has to say, but before we do so, allow me to explain why this is significant. As a result of the Bank of Japan's decision to raise interest rates, the value of the Japanese yen has increased in comparison to the United States dollar for the first time since March. A rise in the value of the yen may cause the banks of the world to become less flexible, which is the reason why Bitcoin continues to lose money every week. In contrast to what the majority of people on Twitter have been claiming for the past 2 consecutive times, he claims that Raoul Pal has intervened. A deliberate effort was made by the Bank of Japan to strengthen the yen. In the years 2016 and 2022, this took place. The value of hazardous assets increased as the dollar continued to decline. As a result of the efforts taken by the BOJ, the financial conditions were improved and additional cash was brought in. This is also beneficial for China. That's quite fantastic, don't you think? We could be looking for a means to increase the amount of money we have here. Between the years 16 and 2022, we witnessed this. Observe the progression of this situation. Let's cross, will we? In the matter of Ripple versus the SEC, I'd like you to take a taste of my coffee. Is it not true that there is nothing more enjoyable than a Starbucks in the morning? The picture that we obtain is as follows, the image that has been seen by everyone. I am aware that it is an old shot. Please do not shoot the messenger, but this will bring us to the destination that we have in mind with regard to this. What do we observe in this image? As he stood outside the CC's office with his hands raised, Brad Stewart gave the impression that he was saying, yeah, sorry, we won. What a shame, James. Get over it. As a result, that is essentially what we have here. But why is that? What prompted someone to snap this photograph? What were they both wearing just then? Because we have not received any information since this picture. We are currently standing in front of the SEC office. Whatever the case may be, Fred took a guess. In this particular instance, he stated that we will receive a ruling regarding the remedies by July 30th. He is of the opinion that we will receive answers about this case, which pertains to the transactions that institutions have made involving XRP. How about that? Maybe this is the reason why XRP is moving higher at the moment. No other pump is visible to us at this time. Would you like to hear something from one of the most popular cryptocurrencies? In addition to that, there is a problem with everything else. Even though there is a great deal of violence going on, XRP, it is still continuing strong, and a lot of people are saying that XRP is likely to split apart from Bitcoin. Indeed, it does not appear to be how the market operates. The Bitcoin's King platform is very simple to use. When it comes to this rivalry, Ethereum is now in second place. In the event that this occurs, all of your other coins like As, Doge, BNB, Solana, and XRP will function just as they were designed to. In no way, shape, or form can they be compared to the big boys. They are completely different. Due to the fact that they are going to be the ones to receive the majority of the money, we are going to initiate our assault on these two individuals. A thorough examination is going to be carried out by us in order to ascertain whether or not this is the reason why XRP is gaining pace. The amount of time that will be necessary for us to gain such expertise is not specified. It seems to me that today is the day when we shall discover the solution to the question. It is likely that the solution will be disclosed through a live broadcast due to the fact that this event is going to take place immediately after the event that is going to take place. In view of the fact that the subject is still being litigated, either the litigation will be settled in the not too distant future or people will begin getting rid of their goods. Both of these outcomes are possible. If this does in fact have any influence on the result of this case, which it does, then this is extremely good news. Regardless of the circumstances, this is a very positive development. Exceptionally joyful and cheerful in outlook. When we take into account the fact that this will result in an additional P in addition to the 66 cent amount that we are now witnessing.